Hi there, this is Kim Klaver, and I am the Harvard-educated teacher that you saw there on that first page. And the program I'm going to talk to you about is something for people specifically who are looking to establish an online presence. So if that's not you, this is probably not something that you want to hear because that's who it's for. So why would somebody want to have an online presence? Well, let's say that you have a skill set, like you really know how to garden, and you'd like to show somebody how to do that. You could do that. You just take your little iPhone or whatever camera you've got and show yourself, make a video of yourself doing certain things for gardening because you have a green thumb and everybody else doesn't. And that's one type of person this program is for. Another one maybe, say you're a massage therapist and you know some special moves that somebody could do at home. Well, you could demonstrate those. And you could have thousands of people looking at those in your area, for example. Or you might want to market an online massage program where you show these certain moves, okay? Let's say you know how to play the piano and you have some really great tricks to show somebody how to learn how to play a few chords that make them look really good, you know, when it's time to go to their local event or something, or, you know, have a family outing or a family something in their house. Or let's say that you know how to make wine, or that you're a chiropractor and you have certain special moves you can use, or that you're a healing person, or that you're a singer and you want to demonstrate, you know, how to sing. So if you have anything you want to show anyone, this program is for you, because this gives you, the program I want to talk to you about, gives you an opportunity to establish an online presence through a blog, whether it's written or video, and you can create that for, you know, like $25, and get the word out and get the images out to literally millions of people online, which is way more than most of us have ever dreamt of reaching in our regular lifetimes with the people that we know or locally in our neighborhood, okay? So that's one person this is for, one type of person. Second one is, let's say that you are looking to document progress of some kind, or maybe, you know, a decline of some kind. But let's say progress. You might be somebody who, for example, wants to learn how to cook. And you're going to make yourself cook, and you're going to write a blog, and every day you're going to cook something and describe the whole event, what you cooked, the ingredients, what happened, and then maybe a picture of whatever it is when it's done every day. That's what one girl did, and they made a movie about her called Julie and Julia. It was a couple of years ago, and it was a movie about a gal who loved Julia Child's cooking so much, and she herself did not know how to cook. So she thought, you know what, I'm going to learn how to cook, and I am going to put everything online. So each day she committed, I'm going to make something, 2 recipes every day. The book had 526 recipes. So she decided she's going to make 2 recipes every single day, 1 or 2, and show them every day. And in the first week, nobody came but her mother. And of course, to complain. What else, right? What are you doing that for? About 3-4 weeks went by, and pretty soon she started getting comments, 2 comments, 3 comments, 4 comments. And it's like, oh my gosh, other women who didn't know how to cook were coming to her blog just to watch what she was doing, because they wanted to learn how to cook too. And they didn't want to screw it up, so they'd rather see her screw it up, which she did every day for quite a long time. And pretty soon she got more and more people following because she was so honest about what she was doing and how she was learning it. By the end of the year, the New York Times came to her house, and some of the people from there, and had dinner and wrote up stories about her. And a couple of years later, they made a movie about her. And it was not that she'd done anything great. What she had done is gone from a perfect, didn't know how to cook, to somebody who became quite good at it and became famous because of the process that she allowed others to see and could show on a blog. And so this is, again, if you're one of those kind of people and you want to document how something good is happening for you, you might be losing weight. You may have a child who's had some kind of a speech impediment and they're learning how to overcome it. And you can show, look what happened. Here's day 1, and here's day 19, and here's day 94. And you show every day what the progress is. And that's a wonderful thing for other people, because you inspire other people who are in your situation, which of course is half the fun, you know, because you bring a clientele, a following who share your interest and share your trip. All right, so you have that. There's a current version of such a story. There are many of them, but one in particular. There's a gal who decided she's going to learn how to dance, and there's a video called "How I Learned to Dance in 365 Days," and she goes from the first day to the 9th day, and she looks absolutely positively like she can't move a single thing that she's that her arms and legs, they all look pretty bad. But you know, by day 365, she looks hot. She's good, and so you know, she's now known online, of course, and that's a case again where somebody documents their progress. So that's another kind of person this program is for. The third one is somebody who might want to be a curator of news about certain things. So for example, the website TMZ is kind of a curator for celebrities. And you may want to curate some other kind of news about, say, ice skating, or about women's wear, or about people or animals or environmental issues, where you are the person who picks up all the news from all these different news sources and puts them all in one place about one topic. A lot of people like stuff like that, and so that's another kind of person who can use the program that I'm talking about, which is a blogging system. And of course that allows people who want to be celebrities in their niche to become one. It allows people who want to influence others to become those influencers. If you believe you have something, a product, a program, whatever it is, that you want to influence certain people, this is an opportunity to do that in the online world. You can impact the lives of others, obviously, with your own stories, of where you were at point A and now you're at point B. And it's been quite a trip, and you will inspire others throughout the world with your own story. You can help others who want to know what you know, obviously. And the other thing is you can also make quite a lot of money with this, as you saw on that first page when you all opted in. And there are a lot of ways to make money with a program like this. Number one, if you develop a following with your blog, whether it's a video blog or whether you write and add pictures, those are people that are going to be loyal to you and to your point of view and to your consistent commitment to showing them stuff every single day or every other day. So when you make a recommendation about a book, or maybe you write your own book, or about a product, or about a program or a service, they're way more likely to buy because over the past couple of months they've come to know and like and trust you. So this is one way that you can make income online because you develop a following. You can recommend programs. Another way to make money online is with this program is to become an expert, of course, and to use the other programs, which of course show you how to market and how to reach out to these massive numbers of people. And you can market the whole educational system that the company has. And some of you may have heard of it. It's called Empower Network. And it's like a course of study. To me, as a Harvard graduate and as someone who has taught at Stanford and MIT, I can tell you that this is a Harvard quality master's program in online marketing, how to market online. For example, Frank Kern has programs like that, Andy Jenkins. There are a number of very well-known people who have really Harvard quality programs. The only difference between them and Harvard is you don't have to go to Cambridge and be in the snow in the winter and sit in the classrooms, because you do it all online. In fact, now Harvard and Stanford have massive online programs. Most all educational institutions now have major online programs. Why? Because it's so much more convenient, and you can take the exams and do the stuff. It's not the same as going to the school. Of course, that social aspect is very important. But for much of the learning, you don't need to be in the classroom. You can get together 3-4 times a year with all the people in your group, which is what we do, of course, have 3 or 4 conventions a year and meet everybody. But you don't need to always be with people to learn. You can learn stuff and then meet with people in mastermind, right? That's kind of how we used to do it anyway. So let me tell you what the courses of study are that they have in this program, quite apart from the first things that I talked about. First, you have the blog, with which you can do wonders depending on what your own interests are and what you want to share with people, okay? But they also have programs to teach you how to shape your mind so that you become the kind of person you want to be. So they have like an Inner Circle audio program, which are audios that show you how to think about and how to reflect on things in a way that you move ahead instead of that you find yourself carping at yourself all the time about how you can't do this and you can't do that. So they're basically mind-shaping programs in the same way that when you go to Harvard, one reason I like to go there, and I think one reason so many people want to go there, is to be around people that have minds that are forward-thinking, that are thinking about, how am I going to do this? How can I accomplish this? So here's the obstacle. How do we overcome it? Instead of, oh my God, there's an obstacle. We better go home. See, there's nobody like that there. They come to overcome obstacles. They come to learn how to get beyond those obstacles, because everybody knows by the time you get there, that's what needs to happen to get there. And once you get beyond certain obstacles, the satisfaction in doing that is wonderful. It's just a wonderful, wonderful feeling to know that you've accomplished something like that, of any kind. So that's the kind of mindset you get there, because that's what everybody has. So this is a way to get that for $100 instead of spending a semester at Harvard, I can tell you that. They have another program called the Costa Rica, and that is a program that shows you the value of using a system to leverage yourself. And the system in part is the internet, and of course special techniques to use the internet, so you can go from your 25 people in your living room when you do a network marketing presentation to taping that and having that tape go out to hundreds of thousands of people. That's the difference. And it's very sweet. It's very sweet. They have another program, the fourth course of study is the 15K program, and that is a course of about 18 or 19 different videos. It's like your methods course in a teaching program. They have all these different methods of reaching out online, like how to use Facebook, how to use Twitter, how to use solo ads, how to use email. And they're wonderful. I've seen them all. They are absolutely first-class programs. So this would be like if you're going to get your master's in teaching at Harvard, which is I did, or which is what I did, or your master's in teaching or your PhD in teaching in any program, you have a methods course. And the methods are all the different kinds of things that you can do to help the students learn. And you pick the kinds that you want to use. And that's what this is, methods of reaching out online, how to market online. Okay? And the last program they have is called the Masters, and that is about 28 conversations, all on video, so you see these people up close and personal, with folks who have attained very significant successes in marketing online and offline, and they show you what the obstacles were that they went through and how they overcame them. And there's really nothing like seeing that firsthand. Instead of people pretending that it's easy, anyone can do it, which we all know is ridiculous, they tell you, look, here was this thing and it just about made my brain go lame. And so after lying down for a week and feeling sorry for myself and, you know, whatever we all do, right? I got up and here's what I decided. Then I did this, and then I did that, and then I did this, and it didn't work, of course. But then my wife said, well, why don't you try this? And so I thought, okay, I'm going to try that. And then by mistake, I found this. And suddenly I had a $10,000 day. These are normal people who just went the extra mile to figure out how to overcome the obstacle. And that's that same kind of attitude that many of us at Harvard had, and why we hung out together, because everybody gets depressed. You know, we're all normal. But if you're all around people whose mission it is to make it one more step, come on, one more step, we can go one more, then you do it, and every now and then you stumble onto some marvelous thing that you never expected would happen. And it's called the marvelous satisfaction of success of some kind in your life. That's the reason I'm marketing this program, because it gives the chance for someone who wants an online presence to establish it and to build it and to have an impact and get from it what they want, whether it's recognition or leadership, or that you have accolades, or whether you have a bunch of money that comes with it. Any of those things, whatever it is that makes you feel like it's been a trip well spent. Okay? So let me talk to you now about how the money gets made, because it's kind of an interesting, it's very interesting how they do this here, and I want to show you how it works, and we'll do that in the next video. All right?